Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. You best teach others about healthy boundaries by enforcing yours on them. Setting boundaries is a way of caring for myself. It doesn't make me mean, selfish, or uncaring just because I don't do things your way. I care about me too. Boundaries and risk management are very important parts of living a healthy and positive life. Boundaries represent awareness, knowing what the limits are and then respecting those limits. Lack of boundaries invites lack of respect. No is a complete sentence, and so often we forget that. The only people who get upset about you setting boundaries are the ones who were benefiting from you having none. Setting boundaries for oneself is a sign of self-respect. Your personal boundaries protect the inner core of your identity and your right to choices. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, relationships we were scared to have, and the boundaries we didn't set. Healthy boundaries are not walls. They are the gates and fences that help us to enjoy the beauty of our own garden. I encourage people to remember that no is a complete sentence. Boundaries are to protect life, not to limit pleasures. Personal development is the belief that you are worth the effort, time, and energy needed to develop yourself. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. When you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. The first step in setting personal boundaries is self-love and self-respect. A boundary is not that at which something stops, but that from which something begins. Sometimes the easiest way to gain self-respect is to put on an "I don't care" mask and start setting up some personal boundaries. Don't ever feel bad for making a decision about your own life that upsets other people. You are not responsible for their happiness. You are responsible for your own happiness. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage to say no to other things. And the way to do that is by having a bigger yes burning inside. What lies beyond our limitations? The capacity to establish healthy boundaries. Never apologize for having high standards. People who really want to be in your life will rise up to meet them. We change our behavior when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing. You don't have to explain or justify your feelings to anyone, just trust your own inner guidance, it knows best. Your boundaries are your quest towards a healthy self. Every woman that finally figured out her worth has picked up her suitcases of pride and boarded a flight to freedom, which landed in the valley of change. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how you use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't accept.